Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, the Iowa City Animal Shelter is finally making progress to construct a new facility, and one political candidate is making steps online to gain an advantage over his opponent.
And in sports, we have the results of USA versus Ghana, and one athletic director is making his move to the Hawkeye State.
Daily Iowan TV is ready to go. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jordan Mickle. Since the floods of 2008, Iowa City's animal shelter has been held in a temporary facility. Now, 6 years later, workers and volunteers are more than ready to begin breaking ground on a brand new facility. Last Tuesday, City Council awarded Todd Hackett Construction Company of Muscatine a $2.8 million contract. Employees and volunteers are excited for construction to begin and have high hopes for this new animal care and adoption center.
A contracting company is signing contracts with the city now, and we should start to see some equipment and things moving onto the property so that they can start breaking ground and build that new building.
The dogs aren't going to be in this really loud environment that amplifies everything by 50 million. They're going to be a little more protected from the public, so it'll be a really good facility, not just for us, but for the animals.
Construction is expected to start soon, and the anticipated date of completion is May 2015. And now we're going to toss it over to Mary Caldwell to give you a look at this week's weather. Mary, it sounded pretty bad last night, so what's it looking like now?
Well, Iowa City was pounded with rain last night, but this is nothing compared to what happened in Nebraska. Yesterday, 2 deadly tornadoes passed through Pliger, Nebraska, which resulted in killing 2 and injuring 19 others. Luckily, this weather won't be hitting Iowa City anytime soon, but don't put those umbrellas away yet, because for the next couple of days, rain is here to stay. Tomorrow we'll be in the upper 80s with a high of 89. And on Thursday, we'll have more of the same with rain and highs in the 80s. To wrap up the work week, Friday we'll have similar temperatures, but finally some clear skies to start off the week. That's all I have for you on weather. Back to you, Jordan.
Candidate Jack Hatch announced today that his running mate would be Monica Vernon, a Cedar Rapids City Council member, but this announcement was picked up by Governor Branstad's campaign beforehand. And after receiving this information, the Branstad campaign bought a website and created a Twitter handle associated with Hatch to hinder his campaign. We'll see how this rivalry pans out for this upcoming election. A Libyan militant suspected of the deadly September 11, 2012 attack on Americans in Benghazi has been captured and will be tried in the U.S. President Barack Obama said Ahmed Abu Khattala, a senior leader of the terror group Ansar al-Sharia in Libya, will now face the full weight of the American justice system. And now we're going to toss it over to our own Tanner Segworth in the Daily Iowan TV sports studio. Tanner, what's new?
Thanks, Jordan. First, we're going to the pitch where USA Soccer made their debut at the World Cup. Jurgen Klinsmann's squad made their debut against Ghana last night. Clint Dempsey kicking things off by scoring 30 seconds into the game, making it the 5th fastest goal in World Cup history, and Dempsey to become the first U.S. player to score in 3 World Cups. But Ghana not giving in the 82nd minute, Ghana slipped the equalizer past goalie Tim Howard, making it 1-1. However, in the 86th minute, John Brooks, playing the hero as his header off a corner kick, lifted Team USA 2-1 in a game mostly dominated by Ghana. Looking back at Iowa, Gene Taylor has been hired as the Deputy Director for U of I Athletics. Taylor has more than 25 years of experience in athletic administration, most recently working at North Dakota State University, where he led the transition from NCAA Division II to Division I. He'll be in charge of day-to-day operations as well as supervisor of several sports. Well, that's all we have for you today. Check out the Daily Iowan for all your Hawkeye sports coverage. Back to you, Jordan.
Thanks, Tanner. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek of tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan. You can get a closer look at the summer orientation programs for incoming Iowa students and see how one group of local residents are trying to make weekend eating more affordable for students. That's all the time we have for you tonight. Catch up with us tomorrow night at the same time or anytime online at dailyiowan.com. Have a good night.